peace, love, and that beautiful light. What's going on, YouTube? I'm here to do a reading for Taurus. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already did so you can be notified. The first card that flew out soon as I shuffled, like literally I didn't even get to shuffle. So I guess this is a message for you. I kind of blew up my camera so you guys could see my cards today. It's pause in your journey. Okay, so this is all about reflection, taking a life review and inventory of everything that you've been through. You know, Spirit is asking, the Oracle is asking you to pause and reflect of where you were and where you're going. You know, paying attention to the fine line, the fine print, basically, the details of what you need to know. Because usually it's very important to how the situation ends and whatever this means for you. All right, so let's go on to the next. Messages from the Oracle for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Whoa. Okay, so we got sacrifice. These cards are flying for you. Sacrifice. What can you let go in your life? Take an inventory, basically, with the pause and reflection in your journey. And now, what can you let go? You know, what can you sacrifice? Whether this is alcohol, drug addiction, sex addiction, people addiction, places addiction, partying too much addiction. Take what resonates for you. You know, whatever you can sacrifice and go into this month of October will be beneficial for your soul's growth. You know, that's what the Oracle is telling you. If these cards don't stop flying out like that, they're like slapping out my end. All right, so you have Ubuntu. This is all about having compassion for other people. You also have set boundaries. All right, so this is all about being compassionate to whatever situation that you went through, looking at it from a different set of eyes, a different eye point, you know, of how we heal ourselves, and understanding that things just does not happen to us for a reason. We're just not chosen for these things to happen to us. There's no coincidence in life, basically. You know what I mean? We have these things happen to us because they're really supposed to happen, you know, for your soul's growth. We signed up for certain contracts coming down to this earth, you know. So being compassionate towards the situation so we can heal ourselves and be able to free ourselves from any situation by having a different viewpoint of realizing that this was something for me to go through to learn. Set personal boundaries, you know. And then afterwards, setting boundaries on who you choose or decide to let inside of your world. Now that you are pausing and taking inventory and reflecting on these things, sacrificing the things out of your life for your better soul or your soul's growth, and having compassionate towards the situation so we may heal. The compassion comes from so we can heal, you know, because if we're walking around all bitter, then we're not going to be able to heal. So and then setting these boundaries so the situation cannot happen again. Learning the lesson. That's all it's about. Messages for Taurus. Any more messages for Taurus, please? All right, so we have Samadhiya, perfect acceptance. And then there's acceptance, you know, after we pause and reflected, after we sacrificed that thing, and after we had compassion towards the situation and learned from it, and then we set the boundaries. Now there is perfect acceptance so we can let the situation go and whatever that is, all right? The bottom of the deck, then it is time to lead, you know. Then you could become the leader and have control over your emotions in life, and choose to what happens to you and what doesn't, now that you have sacrificed so much and really took inventory and looked over the situation. All right? And your archangel message, your angelic messages. Messages from the archangels, please. For Taurus, we have creative writing. All right? So this is all about writing down things, taking inventory of things, you know, jotting it down, making time to write down your thoughts in a journal. You know, so you can really see where you were and see where you are going, you know, and looking back at the things that we wrote down and said, that's where I was at that point in my life. Sometimes it's good, you know, to see where you are and where you're going. All right. So we also have life review. Like I just said, taking inventory. You can't make this shit up. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay, so healing yourself by having compassion, as I said here, for others. Having compassion for the situation, letting it go, sacrificing it out of your life as well, taking pause and reflecting your journey on what you need to do. When we get to a certain age, it's time to clean house. Party is over. We can't always stay at the same standstill. So taking the life review, this is all about making the positive changes for the betterment of ourselves, for our souls' growth. Messages for Taurus, please. All right, so we have brilliant idea. All right, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea into fruition. So whatever you're thinking about doing, whether this is for work or love or whatever it is that is going to make you happy, Spirit is saying whatever you've been praying for or doing, it's a brilliant idea. And for you to take action into this way of whatever thought process that you're in, that you think that's going to be a success in your life. All right, we also have, look, can't make this up, bottom of the deck. So you're thinking about some type of career changes. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change for you. So it's a brilliant idea, Spirit says. So definitely go for this thing that you are feeling nudged to go towards. All right, so let's get you a message from the mystical moments. Any messages for Taurus, please? Any messages for the Taurian? All right, so we have pure nature, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we also have Miss Sunshine. So this is rising above the fray, leaving the darkness behind and coming up into the light, being Miss Sunshine now. You knew where you were in that dark part of your life. Whatever it was that you went through, you surpassed it. You have overcome it and went to the light. Oops. Sorry about that. We turned there. All right, so we have pure nature. All right, so you're a very pure spirit, and I think that you're starting to love every piece of yourself now that you are making these positive changes in your life. This is about a girl wearing a peony, feeling very loved and comfortable in her skin, being very comfortable in your new way of life, being very comfortable in your new skin, feeling very pure, being very pure in your thoughts, being very grounded. Messages for Taurus. We also have Rose Garden. This is all about someone who is self-reflecting as well. The thorns on the rose stem is about the pain that she has experienced in life. And it's also about overcoming anything, you're surmounting anything now that you have embodied this pain for so long. But you're being blown into a different direction now. You're being able to accept the bad aspects and reality of yourself and others. All right, so I just seen this card. So we have Butterfly Garden. Okay, so this is now my discernment card. This is paying attention to everything around you, people, places, and things. As you can see, she's analyzing the flower above her head, and she also has a butterfly. Okay, so that means she's turned into a butterfly now. So now that you have come out of the cocoon and the closed-in shell and you are transforming, you're paying attention to the details of your transformation, to the details, paying attention to that fine print, now that you have gotten to where you've become. All right, so let's get you some oracle messages from the Energy Oracle. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Messages for Taurians. Is there any messages for Taurus? So this is a good transformation. Now you're being very aware. Sometimes when we go through bad things, they cause us to have discernment now. You're paying attention. Okay, so we also have the card of indecision. So being at a crossroads, okay? So this could be you or this could be someone around you needing to choose a path. We also have cornucopia in reverse. So this is telling me a situation that wasn't abundant. So I'm going to clarify it using the Witch's Tarot. Okay, we also have door to value. So once you're closing out certain cycles, abundant ones come in. All right, so we have yin and yang in reverse. So this is a situation that was unbalanced. Any more messages for the Taurian? All right, I'm going to stop there. Storm warning at the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's clarify it, get you some tarot, find out why these oracle cards came out. All right, I'll be using a Witch's Tarot. All right, Divine Spirits, Holy Spirits, allow me to be the channel for Taurus current energies. Why is indecision here for Taurus? All right, so let's get it for indecision. All right, so we have 5 of Wands that flew out. All right, so this is all about someone being blocked, having a blockage. This could be a mental blockage as well. At the bottom of the deck, we also have the 10 of Wands. This is an ending. So someone is very burdened, and then underneath that, we also have the divine masculine energy. So this person could be very, a woman can embody this energy too. So take what resonates. If the situation sounds like you, then it is you. But feel free to swap roles because energy is like that. All right. So someone is burdened, could be going through an ending of something, possibly, all those sticks that they're carrying, they thought that something was going to be a certain way and it didn't turn out that way. So having to pack whatever he has to pack and feel burdened, going to a different direction. They could have been being blocked from their successes from dealing with a group of people, places, and things that were jealous and was blocking them. Keeping this person in an indecision, keeping them at a crossroads where they're not able to choose a path. They're just kind of like sitting there, thinking, and it's all because of the things that they have built in their life that has blocked, coming out of the conflict now and releasing this energy with the 5 of Wands in reverse can also be releasing an energy that burdened you, that kept you in indecision. So if it's not you, it's definitely someone that is around you. All right, so let's clarify cornucopia in reverse. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords. We also have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And we also have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is all about cutting out a situation that was not abundant. Because cornucopia in the upright is a very abundant card. It's about having abundance in all areas of your life. Not just abundance in finances. This could be happiness, joy, abundance in spirit and spirituality. In reverse, this is not having those things. So cutting it out with the Queen of Swords energy because it wasn't abundant. Cutting out the situation that could not grow. All right, somebody who lacked commitment. Somebody who didn't commit themselves to a project and stick to it. So having to cut it out, having to sacrifice it. The first, cards that you got out was sacrifice. You can't make this up. Having to let go of people, places, and things, and having to pause and reflect on your journey process. We also have the Queen of Wands in reverse, which is someone that's very jealous, someone that likes to start a lot of conflict, a lot of quarrels, a lot of fights. Coming out of this, leaving this person behind that burdened you. Give me the Queen of Wands. Yep. So leaving behind the bad memories of someone that you knew from the past, that started too much chaos in your life, having to burn past that. All right, so let's get door to value for Taurus. Why is the door to value here? All right, so we have the Lovers in reverse, which is major arcana for Gemini card. Okay, so this is definitely an ending of this connection. You could have been dealing with a Gemini. All right, so leaving behind an incompletion, someone who left you with an incompletion of a cycle. And due to the fact that this has happened, it has caused the universe to lead you into an abundant cycle. Now the door of value is open, and now that, the cycle is ended, new ones are open, and you got the Wheel of Fortune, okay, with this card. So this is definitely a lot of abundance about to be flowing into your life. If you don't see it now, it definitely is on its way. When you pull that card, you're going to get something good coming. All right, so clarify the yin and yang in reverse. All right, so this is all about not wanting a passionate brand new beginning. Bottom of the deck, we have walking away. So definitely walking away, carrying that 8 of Cup energy, not feeling passionate about this situation anymore. It didn't bring you happiness. It brought you disappointment. It brought you a lot of disappointment. So you're walking away. Because it was not balanced. Yin and yang in reverse is not balanced. This is not balancing out the dark aspects and the light aspects of yourself. All right, any more messages for Taurus, please? Yep, facing it, seeing it for what it is. 2 of Swords in reverse. Going after stability now. You know, you want stability into your life. This is the 4 pillars in the ground. Wanting to be stable in whatever direction that you're going in. You know, you're also carrying the energy of the Queen of Pentacles. A man can embody this energy as well. It's just the energy, all right? Earth sign energy, very grounded, focusing on your finances and the people that you love that are around you. Being able to juggle both. All right, so let's get you a message from the Queen of the Moon. See what messages it brings out for you. For Taurus. Any messages for the Taurians? All right, so we have wisdom. All right, so this is all about getting wise now that you have took inventory of your life. You paused and reflected in your journey. You walked away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. People that like to start conflict and chaos in your eyes. And now seeing through a new set of eyes of discernment now. Paying attention to every aspect above people now. You know, this is all about rising above the fray, the darkness into the light. You know, having the thorns now, excuse me, having the thorns now of this situation that prickled you, but still being able to turn into that butterfly, you know, and able to still have these aspects of you, but still be kind and still be grounded, you know, learning these life lessons with all this knowledge of books, and now looking up to the universe to guide you in the process of this change. All right, so let me get some more messages for Taurus. Any more messages for Taurians? All right, we have boundaries. Okay, so we did get that up there. So you cannot make this shit up. You cannot make it up. Spirit is amazing. You know, look. Set personal boundaries. All right, protection, set personal boundaries. And you also have it here that came out again. So now that this has happened to you, you know, this is definitely Spirit telling you. You have 2 different cards from 2 different decks that are telling you now that it's time to set these boundaries to not let this happen again. You know, not let this person back in. Accept it and take lead of your life now. You know, be that leader in your life. Leaving behind, creating this bubble, a new world, and not letting everyone in it. Okay, stand in that peace and that love and that light for yourself, like this girl with the peony, you know, that's comfortable in her skin, that she's wearing a peony to show you that I'm definitely comfortable with who I am and everything that's pure and graceful about me. All right, so peace, love, and light to the star sign of Taurus. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already did so you could be notified. All right, I'll be putting information down below. I am doing readings for $11 now for 20 minutes. If you're interested, all the information will be down below. This is for the full month of October. All right, so if anybody is interested in this special that I have out, please send me an email. And I do pre-recordings, and I do them privately, and you can watch the pre-recorded, and I'll send it to your email. All right, so information will be down below if you are interested in that special. All right, love and light, y'all.